Welcome to this lesson on the past perfect continuous tense. The past perfect continuous tense is formed with had, been, and a verb plus ing or verb for. Look at the following table. I, we, you, they, he, she, it, had been, talking, reading, writing, and playing. I, we, you, they, he, she, it. These are subjects plus had been plus talking, reading, writing, and playing. These are verbs plus ing or verbs for. This is the structure past perfect continuous tense. Look at the use of the past perfect continuous tense. We use the past perfect continuous to show or talk about something that happened or that is started in the past and continued of until another time in the past. Look at these examples. Number 1. Seema had been teaching in a private school before she got a new job. In this sentence, before Seema got a new job, she had been teaching in a private school in the past. She had been teaching is past perfect continuous tense. It means that Seema had been teaching is the first action that happened in the past until the another action happened. Look at number 2. They had been playing football before the parents called them. In this sentence, they had been playing football is the first action. It had been happening in the past until the another action happened. The parents called them is the second action. Second use. We use the past perfect continuous tense before another action happened in the past to show cause and effect or to show the reason that made the action happen. Look at the following examples. Number 1. Raj gained weight because he had been overeating. In this sentence, Raj gained weight. Why? What's the reason behind his heavy weight? The reason is that he had been eating too much or he had been overeating. It was the reason of his heavy weight. Let's take another example. Number 2. Susie failed the English test because she had not been attending the English class. In this sentence, Susie failed the English test. What was the reason behind her failure? The reason is that the cause is that she hadn't been attending the English class. That was the reason of her failure. Look at these 3 types of sentences in the past perfect continuous tense. Number 1. Positive sentence. I had been reading a novel. I had been reading a novel. Look at the following structure. Had been plus verb plus ing plus object. Here, I is subject, had been plus reading verb plus ing above for or novel is an object. Number 2. Negative sentence. I had not been reading a novel. I had not been reading a novel. Look at the following structure. Subjects plus had plus not plus been plus verb ing form plus object. In negative sentence, we add not in the middle of had and been. I is subject, had plus not plus been plus reading, the verb plus ing plus object. A novel is an object. Number 3. Question sentences. Here we talk about 2 types of questions. One is yes/no questions and second is WH questions. Had I been reading a novel? This is yes-no questions. How this yes-no question is formed, let's see. In these questions, had and I interchange. It means they change their place. Let's see the following structure. had comes to the place of subject I. In the same way, I, the subject, goes to the place of had. Then come been plus verb plus ing plus object. But WH questions, why had I been reading a novel? Why had I been reading a novel? Let's see the following structure. WH words. WH words are how, why, where, which, what, when, whose. In WH questions, we use WH words plus had plus subject plus been plus verb plus ing plus object. In this question sentence, why WH words plus had plus I is subject plus been plus reading is verb plus ing plus a novel is an object. Use of contractions or shortened forms. Mostly, we use contraction in a spoken English. Positive sentence first. I had been playing. Its contraction is I'd been playing. In this contraction, two letters H and A, these are removed. In place of them, apostrophe is used to make it contracted. And two words I and had, these two words are joined together. Let's see all the examples. I'd been playing. She'd been writing. We'd been talking. They'd been going. Negative. I had not been playing. I had not been playing. In negative sentence, we use not in the middle of had and been. Let's see the contraction. I hadn't been playing. She hadn't been writing. We hadn't been talking. They hadn't been going. In these negative sentences, had and not, these two words are joined together. And O is left in not. In place of O, apostrophe is used to make it contracted. Thanks for watching the video. Please do like, share and subscribe my channel.